It has a world-class infrastructure compared to the tier 1 cities, which is in par with Bangalore and Hyderabad. The 4x2 or the 5x2 workstation is completely gone. It is not about building more buildings. It is building smarter and more efficient buildings with more resilient features. That's a tagline, an iconic campus for an iconic company.
Hello everyone. Welcome to another episode of Aspire Stories of Innovation, the Technopark podcast. Today we have with us a guest who has an experience of over 24 years in one of the top employers of Technopark, that is UST. It's my privilege and pleasure to welcome to Aspire Mr. Harikrishnan Mohankumar, Senior Director, Workplace Management and Operations. Welcome to Aspire, Hari.
Thank you.
So, since I mentioned you have close to 24 years of experience, right? So could you share a bit about your professional background and your journey with UST? From your initial days to your current role, now that you are overseeing the operations of workplace management across Asia Pacific?
So I joined in 2002. So when I joined, we had a small office in Nila building with around 600 plus employees. Now it has grown to around 35,000 plus employees with a strong footprint in Asia, more than 2.3 million square feet. And I had an opportunity to grow with the organization, both professionally and personally. It's a good thing. So proud to be in UST for the last 24 years. And this is my second company. So after I moved to UST, I thought of sticking on to the same company because there was a lot of growth potential and growth opportunities. And if you look at my background, I'm a master's in applied psychology and specialized in organizational behavior, and came into a facility and workplace role.
That's a difference, right? I mean, applied master's in psychology and coming to workplace management, that is different. But how do you see your journey so far in UST?
So far has been very thrilling and exciting. So hope to be the same thing going forward.
Technopark is renowned for its world-class IT infrastructure, right? So from your perspective, what are facilities or services within this campus has made the most significant impact on productivity and innovation?
So the first and foremost, if you look at it has a dynamic ecosystem and business support. UST started in Technopark and then expanded to multiple buildings within Technopark. And the support that has been provided by Technopark is phenomenal over the years. And that is one of the major things. If you look at the ecosystem as such, it has its own facilities that is being shared for other companies like the amphitheater, the conference rooms, and other facilities, amenities that is within the Technopark, the accommodation facilities, all of those things, the food court, the wellness centers. So those things are an ecosystem which is available. And also on the infrastructure. It has a world-class infrastructure compared to the tier 1 cities, which is in par with Bangalore and Hyderabad. And this is one of the greenest technopark in India. And the availability of talent is one thing, where it's being in a place or a location where there's a high literacy and also academic leverages there with colleges and training institutes, which has in and around and high emphasis on engineering and science colleges. And if you look at the quality of work life and the sustainability aspects is also a key factor.
Correct.
For the support system that is being provided.
Talking about UST being one of the largest employers in Kerala's IT ecosystem, right? So how does UST leverage Technopark's infrastructure to enhance employee experience and operational efficiency?
So we have grown from Technopark and then moved to our own captive campus. In 2016, we inaugurated our campus and we moved it. So the support that has been provided by Technopark on the clearances and approvals, like the single window clearances, the power connections and other things, or the infra-related support that has been provided as it's a phase 2 of Technopark, where UST has started its operations as captive campus. The support that has been provided in all ways. Now also, if you look at, currently the support is also being provided. And whenever we call for any support, the kind of help that is being given by Technopark is phenomenal. And the infra, if you look at the connectivity, the power, the reliable power connections that is being provided by the Technopark substation. We never faced any challenges from that.
After COVID, that was a major breakthrough, right, in everyone's life, especially for the technical, our industry, IT industry. Many companies are now navigating hybrid work models after the pandemic. What are some compelling reasons you communicate to encourage your employees to return to the campus?
So post-COVID, there were a little challenges in bringing back employees, right? Most of the companies face. But as long as UST is concerned, Trivandrum Center is concerned, we didn't face much challenges to start with back to office. So initially, when we rolled out back to office, the percentage was around 65, which was phenomenal at that time. And now we have crossed almost 85, 86% of employees back to office. And the facilities, one of the things will be the employees feel that they are coming back to their own home, their own campus. You being an ex-employee, you'll be knowing it better. And the facilities and other things that is being provided in the ecosystem of UST campus and the activities that has been rolled out to bring back people is one thing. And second is on the collaboration and the hand-holding. Most of the employees, when they were working during the COVID time, they were not interacting with the managers or the team members. So those are the things which we have emphasized, that they should be back to office so that they can meet the team, interact, and that makes a huge lot of difference. And even the hand-holding for the freshers and the new joiners who has come in. So they need to have a face-to-face interaction or to have that personal touch.
It might be owing to the fact that people fall in love with the campus.
Absolutely, that's what I was telling. So that's the campus or the own home feeling that employees had.
Speaking about UST as such, right? UST has its own extensive facilities within its campus. So how do shared facilities such as conference halls, like you mentioned, incubation spaces, and high-speed connectivity, these things enable the collaboration across the wider Technopark community?
So companies like UST, which has their own campus, will have all these facilities. When it's in a shared or multi-tenanted buildings like Technopark, so they may have to rely on the halls and the amenities that is being provided by Technopark. So we also, when we were there in Technopark, we were working out in Technopark, we were utilizing these facilities, the conference halls, the hall that we are currently sitting. So these are the things which made a difference when companies are working in an ecosystem like Technopark, where they can utilize the space, they can book the halls, they can leverage the other facilities which is being given by Technopark. And that's something which is very, very, what is it called? Helpful for the companies, especially the startup and the new companies which are coming to Technopark.
Coming to another core aspect for tech campuses, sustainability. So how important are green initiatives, renewable energy use, and eco-friendly facilities in shaping the future of IT parks? And can you cite some examples from UST's Trivandrum campus itself?
So there's a lot of pressure now on sustainability and ESG commitments, even from the customers. So to quote the examples of UST, ours is a green IGBC LEED Gold certified campus. And we are highly focused on sustainability, and energy efficiency is one of the key focus areas which we are continuously doing it. So if you look at the initiatives which we have taken as part of the sustainability projects within the campus are many. So apart from the green building, we are also certified as an ISO 14001 2015 EMS environmental management system. And the rainwater harvesting is one of the major things, wherein we have a lake within the campus for storing the rainwater, and the complete water for the campus is being taken from that. We have an ultrafiltration plant which is being used even for domestic purpose, that is drinking water, is being used from that. We have an STP, that is sewage treatment plant, which is used for the gardening and non-domestic. We have a solid waste disposal plant where we are using the waste for as manure and also for generating electricity for lighting the lamps within the campus.
Okay.
So the initiatives there are a lot of, and as part of the ESG, we have planted more than 2,500 trees in and around the campus. So those are the initiatives which are taken, and also the water drinking water treatment plant, which we have. We are using that water for bottling and giving it to the customers and guests, which is coming to office. So those are the initiatives. Solar is one in the pipeline. We are coming up with a solar plant. So once that is implemented, will be 100% sustainable. It's going to be a 1.56 megawatt plant. So we're planning to commission it by Q1 of 2026. So these are the sustainability initiatives which are part of UST, and we are still going on the mode of carbon reduction. Our target is to be net zero by 2040.
So coming to facilities again, okay. So from the facilities perspective, in your viewpoint, what are the biggest challenges that IT companies are facing today?
So one of the major challenges that IT companies are facing is on the reduction of power and sustainability. So as we were discussing on the earlier topics on sustainability, so reduction of power and reduction of carbon. So highly committed to the customers on the ESG. So reduction of carbon is one of the focus areas. So the old buildings, if you look at buildings have been made, whether it's in Technopark or most of the IT buildings, have not focused on the sustainability of the initiatives earlier. Now it has been a high focus area on bringing in the green aspects, not only the green, the IGBC certifications, the LEED Gold certifications, or the WELL certification. Now it's more prominent on the wellness of the employees rather than the other aspects. If you look at the older buildings, there are a lot of issues with the HVAC systems, the power. So they were not focusing on those areas on the reduction of the power or reduction of carbon emission. But the buildings of newer generation are all focusing on those areas. The lifespan of the building, if you look at earlier buildings, lifespan was the structure, right? The building structure was very less. But now with the new technologies and other things that are coming in, even the IoT and also the other aspects of managing the building remotely has brought in a lot of changes in the way it has been perceived. So it is not about building more buildings, it is building smarter and more efficient buildings with more resilient features.
So employee-centric services, right? Like daycare centers, healthcare facilities, transportation, hostels, PGs, all these play a major role in daily operations. Which of these do you think are true game changers for companies, and how are they getting implemented in UST's campus?
The campus, like UST, we have provided most of the facilities, like we have a daycare for employees' kids, which can accommodate more than 26 kids. And there's a convenience store. There is a wellness room. There's a gym, a swimming pool, a mother's room. There's a dental clinic, a spa and salon. There's a laundry facility. We have given a parking sports arena where there's a football, basketball, volleyball, cricket and soccer field. So each aspect plays a major role. If you look at the activities that is being conducted and the games or the programs that are being conducted in these facilities, it's an ongoing thing, right? So employee engagement is part of these things. And if you look at the convenience store, the spa, these are things which take more time for employees, getting a spa appointment or a dental appointment. So rather than going after the office hours, in between they can book the slots, buy the groceries, they can take an appointment with a dental doctor, and they can do the consultation. So these are the things which make a huge difference.
So if you were to envision the next phase of UST's presence in Kerala, whether maybe within Technopark or even outside, what new facilities or infrastructure would you consider essential for future growth?
The new building that is going to be constructed, so we are coming up with a new campus in Kochi. So the technology, or how we can leverage the technology to bring in the new changes, not without compromising on the other aspects. So if you look at the concept of the workstation and the meeting room has changed. drastically. Now, the new gen people are looking for the wellness, the acoustics, the lighting, the collaborative spaces.
Yes.
So the 4x2 or the 5x2 workstation is completely gone. They want space for where they can sit, interact, and collaborate. So those kind of new gen offices with a lot of technologies being brought in, where they can leverage the technology, leverage the AI, whatever can be brought in, is something which makes the changes for the new offices. Especially if you look at the structure, if it is well maintained or well designed, can be the life of the building itself can go up to more than 30 to 40 years.
When planning new build-outs, what are your primary focus areas? Also, can you share insights into UST's upcoming expansion plans within the Trivandrum campus itself?
If you look at within Trivandrum campus, if you look at our 36 acre is almost the next phase. This land is there, the space is there, but the focus is on Kochi. So we already have a critical mass in Trivandrum, and we still hold almost 200,000 square feet in Technopark. And we are redoing the office or refurbishing those office spaces within Technopark. The main focus is building a world-class facility like what we have done in Trivandrum UST campus. So that's the overall plan.
So the Trivandrum campus used to be called as an iconic campus,
it's an iconic, that's a tagline, right? Like an iconic campus for an iconic company.
What is your perspective on the current SEZ ecosystem, right? And how does it influence operational planning, infrastructure decisions, and the overall business environment for companies like UST?
So if you look at most of the companies, if they're getting a land in SEZ, there are a lot of benefits. So the SEZ is getting sunset in the coming years. But if you're going for an SEZ operations in an SEZ building, there are a lot of challenges which is there, where on the documentation part, that's the reason most of the companies are a little hesitant in going to SEZ buildings. But when you're building a campus in SEZ facility, there are a lot of advantages on the tax exemptions and the clearance and other things. Overall construction cost also will come down. Okay. So as a company who is going and moving into an SEZ, there are a lot of challenges. Basically, the discussions which we had with other companies and other people also felt the same thing, that they don't prefer to go to an SEZ building rather than a non-SEZ, to avoid the documentation and other challenges that they need to go through. So building a building in SEZ land is more, if you look at on a long term, it's good on a cost and other aspects. So if UST also, if you're looking at expansion in other cities, my preference is non-SEZ, so that it is easy to start the operations there and move forward.
Correct.
So even if we have taken a lot of office spaces in the recent 1 year. So all the office space we have taken are non-SEZ. We have not gone with any of the SEZ premises in India. Very few.
Okay, with that, we'll wind up this episode, Hari. And it was great talking to you, knowing about the facilities and different aspects of managing building. Good to see that more and more smart buildings will be coming up in the future days. It's good to know that. Thank you so much for coming to Aspire.
Thank you, Aspire, and thank you, Karthika, and inviting me to be part of this podcast session. And it was great sharing the insights and experiences. Thank you once again.
With that, we have come to the end of this episode. Until we meet next time, this is Karthika signing off.